Welcome back to Match Cut, horror fans. Imagine this. A young football prodigy, bursting with big dreams, gets invited to a private training camp with an NFL legend. It sounds like paradise, until the doors close and the real nightmare begins. The time for him has arrived. A fresh horror gem from Monkeypaw Productions, the powerhouse behind Jordan Peele's Get Out and Nope. But this time, the terror isn't lurking in haunted houses. It's hidden right on the gridiron. Today, we're breaking down the trailer and asking, could Him be the scariest sports movie ever made? Stick around.
I said, do you want this?
There are a lot of great quarterbacks.
I want to be the GOAT.
First, let's unpack the story. Tyreek Withers plays a rising quarterback invited to an isolated camp run by Marlon Wayans as the legendary aging quarterback. Wayans, who's always nailed comedy, steps into a dark, charismatic mentor role here, preaching excellence at any cost. But that excellence comes at the price of body and soul. The core theme? The hidden pressures of the NFL. Think about it. Concussions that shatter brains, toxic contracts that devour lives, and fame that stalks like a monster. As producer, Jordan Peele weaves in his signature social edge, like racism in sports, where black athletes like Withers have to be perfect just to survive. Critics are calling it anti-sports horror. Not just jump scares, but a brutal critique of a system that turns heroes into monsters. Now, let's dive into the trailer. The opening. Withers arrives at the camp. Everything looks idyllic. Lush forests, state-of-the-art gear. But then, Wayans emerges with a sinister grin and whispers, "Here, excellence hurts." Cut to the chills. Shadowy figures in the night, brutal drills morphing into torture, and an invisible entity that seems to devour Withers' mind. My theory? That entity symbolizes the NFL's legacy. The ghosts of past greats devouring the young. Remember Nope? Peele loves burying fear in the everyday. Here, football, America's national pastime, becomes a full-blown nightmare. And Wayans? His shift from comedian to villain is straight up mind-blowing, like a horror joker.
Wait.
In the Peele universe, Him dials back the overt politics of Get Out, but amps up the visceral dread of Us and Nope, blending horror with the raw physicality of sports in a way that's pure genius. This genre fusion, horror meets high-stakes athletics, taps into what audiences crave right now. Stories that weaponize familiar worlds, like the alien invasion in Nope turning the sky into a threat, or the family secrets in Us flipping suburbia upside down. Fans are hooked on these hybrids because they make the ordinary terrifying. Think how the menu mixed satire and slasher to devour the foodie elite. Him does the same for football culture, exposing its gladiatorial underbelly. Critics like Variety praise it as football's true horror, while others in Hollywood Reporter see untapped potential. Me? I say it's Peele's most powerful wake-up call yet. A film that doesn't just scare, but forces you to question the games we idolize, especially as viewers flock to these bold blends for their emotional depth and shareable thrills. There you have it, Match Cut crew. Him is set to redefine terror on the field. If you loved our recent deep dive into the Conjuring universe, or that pulse-pounding roundup of the scariest scenes from 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, check the links in the description below for more chills. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop in the comments what's your biggest NFL nightmare. Until next time, stay spooky.